In the late Bronze Age, long before Sparta and Athens rose to glory, there was another Greek powerhouse, Mycenae, a civilization of warrior kings, fortified palaces, and ambitious diplomats who shaped the very foundations of Greece. The Mycenaeans began as scattered chieftains across the Greek mainland. But by 1500 BCE, they transformed into a network of palace states, Mycenae, Pylos, Tiryns, Thebes, each ruled by a wanax, a king backed by elite warriors. How did they expand? Pure power, smart alliances, and control of trade. They conquered rivals on the mainland. They married into other ruling families to secure influence. And when the great Minoan palaces on Crete fell, the Mycenaeans stepped in, taking over Knossos and spreading Greek rule across the Aegean. This was a civilization built for war. They fielded chariot corps, fast-moving strike units inspired by Egypt and the Hittites. Their infantry carried long bronze spears, tower shields, and wore boar tusk helmets, the same kind praised in later Greek epic. Elite guards wore the dendra armor, a full bronze panoply that made them walking tanks of the late Bronze Age. And to protect their kingdoms, the Mycenaeans built cyclopean fortresses, walls so massive the later Greeks believed only giants could have moved the stones. Their ships crossed the Aegean, trading, and sometimes raiding. In western Anatolia, they fought and negotiated with Hittite rulers. This is the world behind the legends of the Trojan War. But the Mycenaeans weren't just warriors, they were diplomats. Foreign archives, especially from the Hittites, mention a western kingdom called Ahiawa, clearly Mycenaean Greeks, treated as equals among international great powers. They used marriages, gift exchanges, and luxury goods, gold cups, bronze weapons, fine textiles, to build influence. They controlled trade routes linking Greece to Egypt, Cyprus, and the Levant, turning wealth into political power. Their diplomacy reached far into Anatolia, negotiating over coastal cities and rival kings, showing just how wide their ambitions stretched. Through expansion, warfare, and diplomacy, the Mycenaeans became the first major Greek civilization. Warrior kings, who dominated the Aegean and left behind the legends that inspired the Iliad and the heroic Age of Greece. Their world collapsed around 1200 BCE, but their legacy set the stage for the rise of classical Greece centuries later.